All right, councillors, let's just get ready. Nathan, we're good? Thank you. Councillors, welcome to this, and members of the public, welcome to this Ordinary Council meeting of Wednesday the 27th of March 2024. Could I call upon Councillor O'Brien to provide a civic affirmation?
We, the councillors of Armidale Region, declare that we will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of our community and faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in us to the best of our skill and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor O'Brien. And Councillor McMichael, could you please provide a recognition of traditional owners?
We acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. The Armidale Regional community pays tribute to their love of land, love of people and love of culture.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael, and I'll call upon the General Manager to make a statement in regards to live streaming.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. This meeting is being audio and video recorded and the recordings of the non-confidential parts of the meeting will be made available on the internet. No other persons are permitted to record the meeting unless specifically authorised by council to do so. And can we ask that all mobile phones and computers be set to silent, please? Thank you, Mr Mayor.
Thanks, Mr General Manager. Councillors, I have received one apology, and that's Councillor Witters, who will not be attending this meeting. I note the rest of you and us are here. Fourth point, councillors, having had a look at the agenda in both the open and the closed session of this OCM, does anyone have any disclosures of interest they wish to make? Councillor Packham.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. It's a standing one over from the last meeting that
yes,
the commercial interest related to my private businesses could be a beneficiary of the outcome of this.
Thank you. Thanks, Councillor Packham. All right, councillors, the next cab off the rank are some minutes from the previous meetings held. So we have the minutes from the Ordinary Council meeting of the 28th of February and the minutes from the Extraordinary Council meeting held on the 18th of March. Do I have a mover for that? Thank you, Councillor McMichael. A seconder? Thanks, Councillor Mepham. All those in favour of accepting those minutes is true and correct. Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Councillor, I do have a mayoral minute which is of an important nature. I'll defer that to the last item, so we'll just go through the general business and then we'll come to that mayoral minute, so we can address that with the gravity it deserves. So that will move us to item 7, which is the Council Actions Report that provides an update on all the actions and the decisions that we've made and the actions that Council has taken from the period of January 2022 through to March 2024. There is a recommendation on the screen. Can I have a mover for that, please? Thanks, Councillor Robinson. A seconder? Thanks, Councillor Redwood. All those in favour of noting that Actions Report? Thank you. I declare that one carried unanimously. The next item is item 8.1, the Cash and Investment Report for February 2024, which is showing that total cash and investments $134 million, which is an increase of $4.7 million on the previous month. There's some detail, quite a bit of detail there on page 8 of the agenda. So there is a recommendation that Council note the report. Can I have a mover for that, please? Thanks, Councillor Gadders, and a seconder. Thanks, Councillor Redwood. Anything to say, Councillor Gadders? No? All right. I'll declare that, I'll put that to a vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that one carried unanimously. Councillors, we have one committee report, and that's from the Sports Council, and it's the minutes of the meeting held on the 6th of February 2024. Can I have a mover for that? Thanks, Councillor Galletley, and a seconder is thanks, Councillor McMichael. Councillor Galletley, do you just want to give us an overview? All good? We'll take it as read. Okie doke. Councillors, all those in favour of noting that report? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. All right, councillors, the mayoral minute that I'd like to put forward, and it is very last minute. It follows on from the extraordinary council meeting we had on the 18th of March, and it's about the security guarantee for the New England Weeds Authority. One of the councils, and it's Walker, they declined to sign their guarantee, and Armidale was, as a result, was requested to increase the level of our guarantee from $316,000 up to $382,000. Walker had this item came up at the ordinary council meeting at Walker this afternoon, and just prior to this meeting I've seen that's come through. So Walker have agreed to provide a guarantee, but it is provisional on receipt of written notice of resignation of all current members of the New England Weeds Authority County Council. So if that is to happen, then Walker will sign the guarantee. If it doesn't happen, then they won't sign the guarantee. So in the interests of ensuring that our weeds are controlled, and in the interests of ensuring that a local builder is paid, my mayoral minute request, or my suggestion here, is that Armidale Regional Council increase its loan guarantee to $382,275 to support that NIWA loan funding request. Now, should the conditions be met, then, and Walker's guarantee is forthcoming, then Armidale Regional Council will reduce its loan guarantee to the original $316,828. So what I think is really important here is that the weeds get sprayed, the builders get paid, and NIWA as an organisation can operate. What happens from here on, in terms of governance and in terms of operations, I think is outside the scope of this mayoral minute. So I'm really interested in getting the money released, and we can go from there. So that's the mayoral minute that I put forward. Can I have a seconder for that, please? Thank you, Councillor O'Connor. I've had my say. Councillor O'Connor is a seconder. Would you like to say anything?
Only that I support what the Mayor said. This is fairly aberrant news, of which I've had absolutely no notice as one of those board members, and I just endorse what you say, and I think it was fully covered at the last extraordinary meeting last week. So I would just ask for sanity to prevail in this case, and let's just move forward. Yep.
Thank you. Councillors, does anyone else wish to say anything? Councillor O'Connor, can you switch your microphone off? Councillor Gillespie.
I spoke about this previously, and it's a shame that it's actually came down to this. It's been a kaleidoscope of muck-ups, I think, or not going through the right procedures. But look, I'm not really going to throw stones, but there was a really good old song by one of the old cowboy singers that said that it used to be called, I'm sure most of everyone will know it as, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Just let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Just let them be doctors and lawyers and such. So I'm just suggesting that we might stick to the cowboys and the trucks rather than the doctors, lawyers and such. But anyway, I'm disappointed it's come to this, but hopefully we'll learn a lot of lessons out of it. Thank you. And I'm willing to put my hand up for the rest of the season with as a member of the new up and coming NIWA. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Gillespie. Councillor McMichael.
Look, I'm disappointed that we have to put up the money once again. Local council is fixing up issues. I am hoping that the state government will come to the party with the money that they owe. I think that when we organise money through the various levels of government, that when we say in good faith that we get money from one level, that they should say, okay, it's been given, and we do things with it. We plan our programs, we plan our ideas, we plan our communities, events and things. And when they say, oh, well, you've got to do a grant, that sort of thing, for it, and you've got to get it, and they change the program, it's extremely disappointing. However, we hope that the money will be granted through the state government, and we look forward to that shortly.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael. If there's no one else wishes to speak, I'd like to put to the vote that Armidale Regional Council increase its loan guarantee amount until such time as it may or may not be needed. So can we, all those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Councillors, that brings us to the end of the open section of the extraordinary council meeting. Could I have a... Yes, Councillor McMichael.
Just for those who are listening or watching, can I just say that it was a very short meeting tonight and today, and you did mention in our meeting on Monday that there are a number of things that are going on in the background. Council staff are very busy doing policies, and we've been attending meetings about events that are going on, and that even though it's a very short meeting, there are things happening and events happening on, and that the council is actually very, very busy.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael. Yes, that is true. We expect a jam-packed agenda in April and May. And from there, councillors, could I please have someone move a motion that we go into closed session? Thanks, Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor O'Connor. All those in favour of moving into closed session, thank you. I declare that carried. Thank you, councillors. I welcome everyone back into the open session of council. We're serendipitously back here, and I would ask the General Manager to read out the resolutions that were passed in closed session.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. Item number 1, tender award RFTA 2023-41, supply of bulk materials to the Armidale Regional Council for a 2-year period with an option. Resolved by Council that they endorse the award of RFTA 2023/41, supply of bulk materials to the Armidale Regional Council panel tender for a 2-year period until 31 March 2026 to Carmage Proprietary Limited, trading as Terry Roads Earth Moving, HQG Proprietary Limited, trading as Highland Quarries, Sheridan's Hard Rock Quarry Proprietary Limited, Metz Quarry, trading as Rusty Civil and Earthworks, Duckett's Earth Moving Proprietary Limited, Brooklyn Quarry Proprietary Limited, and Regional Quarries Australia Proprietary Limited. B, that they provide delegation to the General Manager to extend the engagements for a further 12 months to 31 March 27, subject to the performance and satisfaction of the suppliers. C, endorses the procurement strategy under section 55(3)(c) of the Local Government Act 1993, a contract entered into by a council with another council to allow the General Manager to enter into an agreement with Glen Innes, Severn Shire, for the supply of quarry products, and provide delegation to the General Manager to execute tender documentation to successful suppliers provided by this panel arrangement to the allowable budget. And item number 2, Mr Mayor, engagement of the Stable Group Proprietary Limited for water security funding strategy and business cases. Resolved by Council that endorse the continued engagement of the Stable Proprietary Limited to deliver a regional water security funding strategy and business cases. Endorse an exemption to undertake public tender under subsection 55(3)(1) of the Local Government Act 1993 due to extenuating circumstances. The contractor is currently engaged and has partially delivered the scope. A satisfactory result would not be achieved by inviting tenders. Delegate authority to the General Manager to approve expenditure to the upper limit of available funding for the works, and delegate authority to the General Manager to execute all documentation in relation to the contract. Thanks, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Mr General Manager, for that joyous reading. All right, councillors, there being no further business, I declare this ordinary council meeting closed at 4:23 p.m. Thank you.